Once upon a time, in a sky filled with twinkling stars, there lived a tiny star named Twinkle. Twinkle was smaller than the other stars, but she had the biggest heart. Every night, she watched the world below with wide-eyed wonder. One evening, she noticed a little boy named Leo sitting by his window, looking sad. Leo's eyes were filled with tears because he was afraid of the dark. Twinkle's heart ached, and she wished she could help him. She gathered all her courage and decided to shine brighter than ever before. With a deep breath, she pulsed her light in a special rhythm. Leo looked up and saw Twinkle's gentle glow. For the first time, the dark didn't feel so scary. Twinkle flickered again, as if to say, "You're not alone." Leo smiled and wiped his tears away. He whispered, "Thank you, little star," and closed his eyes. Twinkle kept shining until Leo fell fast asleep. The next night, Leo waited eagerly by his window. Twinkle was there, ready to light up the sky just for him. Night after night, they shared this quiet moment. One evening, a thick blanket of clouds covered the sky. Leo couldn't see Twinkle, and his fear returned. But Twinkle refused to give up. She pushed her light through the clouds with all her might. A tiny beam broke through, landing right on Leo's pillow. Leo giggled and reached out to touch the soft glow. He knew Twinkle would always find a way to reach him. From that night on, Leo was never afraid of the dark again. Twinkle's bravery inspired the other stars to shine brighter too. The sky became a sea of warmth and comfort for all children. And though Twinkle was small, her light changed the world in a big way. Years passed, and Leo grew older, but he never forgot his little star. Whenever he looked up at the night sky, he smiled and whispered, "Thank you." Twinkle, now a bit brighter herself, twinkled back in reply. And so, the brave little star and the Once upon a time, in a quiet little village, there was a hidden garden. This garden was no ordinary place, it bloomed only under the light of the moon. Every night, when the stars twinkled, the garden burst to life with glowing flowers. A curious girl named Lily had heard whispers of this magical place. One evening, she tiptoed out of her house, drawn by the silvery moonlight. As she reached the garden gate, she gasped at the sight before her. The flowers shimmered like tiny lanterns, casting soft blue and purple hues. A gentle breeze carried the sweet scent of moon blossoms through the air. Lily stepped inside, her heart pounding with excitement. Suddenly, a tiny voice chirped, "Welcome to the moon garden." She looked down and saw a firefly with wings that sparkled like diamonds. "My name is Twinkle," the firefly said with a cheerful grin. Lily smiled and asked, "What makes this garden so special?" Twinkle fluttered around her, leaving trails of golden light. "This garden is where dreams are born," the firefly explained. "Every flower holds a tiny piece of someone's dream." Lily reached out and touched a glowing petal. Instantly, a swirl of colors danced before her eyes. She saw herself flying on a cloud, laughing with joy. Twinkle giggled. "That's your dream coming to life." Lily clapped her hands in delight. "Can I see more?" The firefly nodded and led her deeper into the garden. They passed flowers that hummed lullabies and leaves that whispered secrets. At the center of the garden stood a towering moonflower. Its petals glowed brighter than all the others. "This is the Dreamweaver," Twinkle said reverently. "It gathers all the dreams and sends them into the night." Lily watched as tiny lights floated up from the flower. They soared into the sky, turning into twinkling stars. "Now it's time for you to return home," Twinkle said softly. "But I don't want to leave," Lily whispered sadly. The firefly patted her hand. "The garden will always be here. Just close your eyes and dream, and you'll find your way back." Lily hugged Twinkle goodbye and stepped out of the gate. As she walked home, the garden's glow faded behind her. That night, she climbed into bed with a heart full of wonder. She closed her eyes and dreamed of glowing flowers and friendly fireflies. And somewhere under the moonlight, the magical moon garden waited. Waiting for the next dreamer to. Once upon a time, in a land far away, there was a valley full of sleepy dinosaurs. The sun was setting, painting the sky in soft shades of pink and orange. All the dinosaurs yawned and stretched, ready for their bedtime. Little Dina, a tiny triceratops, rubbed her eyes with her stubby paws. "Mommy, I'm not sleepy yet, she said, trying to hide a big yawn. Her mother smiled and nuzzled her gently. Everyone needs rest, even the bravest dinosaurs, she whispered. Nearby, T-Rex Timmy was stomping his feet, pretending to be awake. But I'm the king of the valley. Kings don't sleep, he declared. His father chuckled and shook his massive head. Even kings need dreams to grow big and strong, he rumbled. High in the trees, Taro Penny flapped her wings lazily. I'll just stay up and watch the stars, she chirped. Her brother tucked his wings under his belly. The stars will still be there tomorrow, he yawned. Down by the river, Steggy the Stegosaurus was counting rocks. One more rock, then I'll sleep, he mumbled. His sister nudged him with her spiky tail. Counting rocks won't keep the moon from rising, she giggled. The wind blew softly, carrying the scent of sleepy flowers. One by one, the dinosaurs curled up in their cozy nests. Dina snuggled close to her mother, her eyelids growing heavy. Timmy finally lay down, his big belly rising and falling slowly. Penny tucked her head under her wing, dreaming of flying. Steggy stopped counting and let out a contented sigh. The moon smiled down, casting a gentle glow over the valley. Stars twinkled like tiny fireflies in the night sky. The trees swayed, humming a quiet lullaby. Even the crickets chirped softly, not wanting to wake anyone. The valley was peaceful, wrapped in a blanket of silence. All the dinosaurs were fast asleep, dreaming sweet dreams. And so, under the watchful moon, the